All right, what's up? It is Sunday evening here in the Cologne household. The kids are in the living room doing their thing, and here we are in the kitchen. And yes, I did kill that deer back there behind there. It's a store behind that, but we'll save that for another day. But we had something happen today in our home. I was watching TV and doing some other things, and my daughter was on the floor playing with some. What are those things called?
They're figurines for the Disney Infinity.
They're Disney Infinity and figurines, and
They go on the platform and they come into the game.
and they come alive in the game.
Yeah.
So if that makes sense to you, so be it. If it doesn't, it's okay. Besides the point. But my daughter was playing with those on the floor, and I was just minding my own business. And Rebecca comes in from church, and we didn't skip church. We just go to first service, and then I take Marcella out after first service, just in case you're wondering why I wasn't in church. But we usually go to first service. Rebecca volunteers at the church, and she sings on the worship team. But anyway,
That's a small point.
I was on the couch, and they both walk in the door, and they're like, jaws drop. And I'm like, what's the big deal? Like, what's going on here? And they both look at Marcella, and it's obvious that what she's doing, she's not supposed to be doing. She's not supposed to be playing with these figurines. And my thought is, I'm old school when it comes to leaving things out. Like,
They
if you
weren't
don't,
left out. They were on a shelf.
if you don't want something to be messed with,
We don't hide it.
don't leave it
We want you
out.
to put it in the closet so
I'm
you
like,
can't see it.
hide it, put it away. If you don't want somebody to mess with it, you don't want something to break, take care of it, put it up. You know, I grew up at a home that, you know, if you've left something out, it's free game. Like, you know, if it breaks, it's your fault.
It was
you
on
know?
a shelf.
It was on the shelf, but it's okay. But that's besides the point. So tell them what the whole deal is about this. Like, what's the big deal about the figurines?
Well, the figurines are not necessarily figurines to play as like G.I. Joes or Barbies. They sit on the platform and they go inside the game. So I have a special shelf that I put them on display, and like they would be like collectibles that you look at and then use them in the game console.
So if you come to our home, we display figurines from video games as decoration. Just to let you know.
It's by the gaming system. Anyway.
We don't have angels. We have Disney figurines, like Infinity figurines. Go ahead.
I don't have a Keurig or
It's
a
a
Curio
it's a
cabinet
pet
for
peeve
that.
of mine. Okay, so go ahead.
Can you tell I'm pushing this button?
Yeah.
Anyway, one of the figurines, actually, Darth Vader's lightsaber was broken.
Darth Vader's lightsaber was broken.
It was broken off. And Marcella said, "Yeah, it hurt when I stepped on it."
And our son was heartbroken. And we're not
Yeah.
okay. So that's besides the point. But just tell him what happened.
Well, you know, number one, Marcella was being disobedient.
She was being disobedient.
Yeah, because I had told her numerous times those aren't toys to play with.
But I want y'all to know I had no clue about this. Like,
Yeah.
I did not know that there was a martial law on not playing with the Infinity toys. Like, I didn't know that. If I would have known, it would have been another story.
Yeah, but
She broke a toy.
she already knew.
She already knew.
She already knew what to do and what not to do. And so I proceeded to try to super glue the lightsaber back on. But Leah made a good call. I really think he made a really great call on how to handle the situation.
Okay, so, you know, we all know that there's one means to discipline our kids. And I think sometimes we use that as a get-go.
Or
like
the only mean.
the only means. And that's not necessarily true. I'm a firm believer that you want your kids to really learn things and get a hold of things and not just let something be temporary and then like totally forget it, you know.
Right.
I want it to hurt. You know, I want it to really mean something to them. So this is what I thought. I was like, I wasn't aware of the rule that was placed on this. So I told Marcella to come in the living room. I asked her, I said, have you been told not to play with these toys? And she was like, yes. And she knew she was in trouble.
Yeah.
Like, so not only has your mom told you not to play with these toys, but also your brother has told you not to play with these toys. And she was like, yes. I said, okay. I said, go get your piggy bank and your wallet. Now Marcella has a stash.
Yes. Like
she has more money than me probably.
She holds on to it.
She holds on to it. Zane's a spender.
She's a good steward.
But she's like, anyway,
Yeah.
she just holds on to money. And I told Rebecca, I said, go in her wallet and get $10 out, because that's how much those figurines usually cost. The figurines that we display in our living room as decorations. So she got the $10 out, and I told Rebecca to give it to Marcella, and then I told Marcella to go up to Zane and give it to him and apologize.
Yeah.
And she hugged him, and it wasn't just like I'm giving you $10, hug and push him away. It was like you could tell that this really got to her.
Yeah, like she held on to him and she cried because she knew, what she had done. It wasn't necessarily any more about the figurine. She knew there was a point of disappointment there, and that she did something to him, and in retrospect, she really couldn't fix it.
And I think the key thing was obviously not the fact that she was remorseful about breaking it and they had like a Hallmark moment in the kitchen. I think the key thing was what I did afterwards. And I said, why did you get in trouble? I said, why? What's the whole purpose of this? She says, I was disobedient.
Well, her first word was, I sinned.
I sinned. She said, I sinned. And I was like, yeah, you sinned. But what else did you do? I was disobedient.
Yeah.
So why are we sharing this with you? Because I want to encourage all you parents out there. Listen, there is very many different means to discipline your kids. And sometimes I think there's a good way, and then there's also a way that could be a little too much. But I think the most important thing is that your kids get what they did and understand it, and that they just don't experience and just like whatever. Because if I would have used the alternative means, that's what it probably would have been like.
Right, a whatever moment.
Like, let's get this over with and it's done. Mm-hmm. But that really hurt her because she holds on to money.
Yeah.
And it cost her something. And she understood what she did. And I said, there's no need for me to do whatever else I need to do. You understand what you've done. And that's what's important. So at the end of the day, that's what really matters. Right. That you address situations, be creative, but also make sure that they understand what they're doing and why they're in trouble, and the consequence of it, and that it really will make more of an impact than something that just lasts only a few moments.
Yeah, when the consequence can, relate to the action that was taken. That really is a big deal.
Yeah. So thanks for taking the time to watch this. We still have a lot of great things coming up. Yeah. We got some services coming up at the end of the month, and also at the beginning of the month, Rebecca's doing a Mother's Day banquet, which is pretty cool.
Yes, a ladies' tea.
A ladies' tea. Mm-hmm. And then we're doing a service that following Sunday after Mother's Day, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And we got some things coming up in July. Our July is going to be crazy busy, but we're excited about that. And also, don't forget, we still have our book project coming along. We got our display. Yes. We ordered our display, and it should be already got some stuff in the mail.
Right.
And but we're still trying to raise some more funds for that. We could put that link in the bottom of this video, and we'll love for you to partner with us on that.
If this is an encouragement to you, please hit the share button. Write a comment. Please share it with your friends and anyone that you think this may benefit. Not just parents, but anyone who is a mentor in someone's life.
Love you guys. We believe in you and know we're in this together.
Yes.
We're not perfect, but we like to share our experiences and also be an encouragement to you. So have a great week.